Bonsoir. I am wrapping up my day, just had some dinner, and very tired. I feel like I'm saying that on every video, so I'm sorry for being redundant, but it's kind of exhausting doing all these new things and traveling and trying to figure everything out, so I am feeling tired. Plus last night, as you may have seen from my last video, I was out pretty late. That cruise didn't end until after 11, so by the time I got the Uber and got back to my hotel and stopped and did the video at the Italian place, it was probably midnight. And then I had to get up early this morning because I had tickets for the Eiffel Tower. So it's been a long and crazy day, and so I've been going now. It's almost 6:30, so I left the hotel this morning at 8:45. So going on, almost 10 hours straight running about. So the Eiffel Tower was awesome. I got my tickets through TripAdvisor and just got priority admission to the second level, and it was all stairs, so that was awesome for me because I like doing stairs. But it got me winded, definitely got me winded. I'm glad I spend some time in Colorado on a regular basis, and there were other people who were talking about not having enough air as they were climbing, so it was kind of amusing. I felt like the Manitou Incline for any of my Colorado friends who are familiar with that fun hike. Then I was walking about trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the day, because I did that first thing this morning, and I passed by one of those hop-on, hop-off bus stops. So I stopped and looked at it, and then went on TripAdvisor and found a ticket there that included admission to the Arc de Triomphe and the hop-on, hop-off all day. It has 10 different bus stops around the greater, kind of central Paris area with the monuments and things. And you can just hop on at any stop, get off whenever you want, check out that landmark, and then just get back on. And they have buses that come through every 10 minutes. And so pretty cool concept. So I did that for most of the rest of the day. I got on the bus, went and stopped somewhere, got back on, and then I did the Arc de Triomphe, which, the Eiffel was awesome. The thing about the Eiffel is it's more awesome from far away. The closer up you get to it, they're doing some work on it, and so you can kind of see there's like mesh kind of netting everywhere where they're doing the work, and you can also see people everywhere, as opposed to from far away. It just looks like a really cool tower, right? So from the Arc, you get it's not quite as high, but you get a similar vantage point of being elevated from the city, but you can actually see the Eiffel. So I don't know, I felt like I liked the Arc perspective a little bit better than the Eiffel perspective, but that's just me. One confession, I normally bring some souvenir-y things home, and then I end up with all this stuff that I don't need sitting on shelves, and yet I still feel this pull to buy souvenir-y things. And then also I have certain friends, Allison Edwards, that collect certain things, and so I try to get them something of what they collect in all the places that I go. So now here we are, and I want to do that. I know it's not necessary, and nobody wants or expects me to get them anything, but oh my gosh, there's just stores everywhere, and there are so many cute things. So there's my confession. I'm a shopaholic, and I am trying to fight the urge to shop, because obviously I'm not even a week into this adventure. I've got 11 weeks to go and not a lot of room in my luggage, so it's not like I'm actually going to indulge this shopaholic nature of mine, but it sure is tempting. And at the end of the trip, I feel like I'm going to be sad that I don't have things, but then I'm going to be happy because I'm not going to have things, because my house is full of hats and bags and coasters and magnets and all the stuff from everywhere I've ever gone that I never look at again. So it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, right? Okay, what else do I have for you? My dinner was delicious. I went with breakfast for dinner, and yesterday when I stopped at the pizza place for lunch and had that giant pizza, which I ate the leftovers this afternoon, I stopped off the bus ran into my hotel, ate 2 pieces of cold pizza, and then jumped back on the bus and kept going, so I didn't have to stop and find a place to have lunch or whatever. Plus I didn't want to be wasteful. But yesterday when I stopped at that pizza place, the couple at the table next to me ordered something and it just looked delicious. And so I asked them, in French by the way, what they were eating, and they told me it was, I think they said croque madame, or they might have said Madame Croque. I feel like it was croque madame. So anyways, I saw that on the menu here tonight, where I am at Le Petit Pont, the little bridge, right across from Notre Dame. And I saw that on the menu, so I decided to go for it, and it is so yummy. It's essentially like fancy bread, like thick, kind of like Texas toast style bread, and it's a grilled ham and cheese, but they put ham and cheese in the middle, and then they put cheese again on the outside, and then they put a fried egg on the top of it, and it was really, really good. So it's essentially a fancy, extra cheesy grilled cheese with an egg. I'm sure there are many other things to share. I am feeling like I'm trying to cram too much into my days, and so I'm going to take a step back, head back to the hotel here in just a little bit after I wrap up this video and pay my check. I might just take it easy this evening and maybe ponder the next few days to be a little more low-key. I mean, I have excursions planned. Tomorrow is actually my all-day trip to Versailles, and it's a bike tour, so it's 9 hours where we go in the palace and we ride around the grounds and everything. But me, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, what else could I do? Like, I can go to Versailles from 8 until, what is that, like 5? And what am I going to do at 5? Like, what could I see? The sunset doesn't happen until 9 o'clock. Why couldn't I do something else? And I need to take a step back from that and just say, Monica, quit trying to cram so much into this and just enjoy the moments. Take the rest when you need it. So there's a lesson that I'm giving to myself. And I'm only a couple days into Paris. It's overwhelming. There's so much to see that it makes it feel like you need to do more. So I just need to listen to my body and listen to God and what He's trying to tell me and speak to my heart. And I think that's all I've got for you guys and for me, future me, for today. So I will try to get some cool videos tomorrow at Versailles. I got a bunch of pictures and videos from today that I'll add to the end of this, and I will talk to you later. Bonsoir, au revoir. Good morning. I am on the subway heading to the Eiffel Tower, and I had to switch shoes for today in hopes that just changing it up every once in a while will be helpful for the soreness. Ended up at 9.5 miles of walking yesterday, so switched to some sandals. We'll see how that goes and how very much like an American tourist I look like, but everybody here is dressed differently, so you can't really tell the tourists from the locals, no matter what you're trying to do. I'm a little frizzy. Paris is actually feeling kind of humid, just like at home in Tampa. So can't seem to keep my hair under control, but it is what it is. I'm excited to see the Eiffel and actually go up into it. I saw it last night from the sun, and it was all lit up and it was beautiful. So now we'll see what it's like right up close and what else I can see of the city from up there. I'm in. I passed all the lines super duper quick. Thank you TripAdvisor for advanced tickets and priority access. Here we go, climbing. I didn't want to take the elevator. I'm not a fan of elevators in general, and I figured at a place like this it'd be a crowded one. They try to stuff as many people in there as possible in each one, so I opted for the stairs, and I like a good workout anyway, so just keep on climbing. Talk to you from the top. Okay, made it to level 1. I am on the ramp at the first level and just going a little ways to the next set of stairs that takes me to level 2. Here's the view at this point. Pretty cool already. See if I can get the camera in between these splatty things. All right, so that's level 1. See you on level 2. All right, made it to the second level. I only bought the ticket for the second level. I don't know why that is when I was on TripAdvisor. If there was another option, maybe the ones to the top were sold out. I don't remember. But this is as high as I'm allowed to climb. But still, the view's pretty amazing. View in the other direction. Beautiful garden and the reconstruction of Notre Dame in the background. This thing is way cooler than I expected. More stairs. I'll come back another day. I don't want to wait in that line. Jessica Ibsen.